Welcome to Talk About It with Shawl and Key. What's happening?
Hello, everyone. We are back with Taming the Tongue. Guess what day we're on? 19. 19.
11 more
That's
days. 11 more days. Ain't it 30 days?
30.
Okay, 11 more
Trying to say
days of
30,
this.
30
I hope y'all
days.
getting some.
30
The last week
days.
was intimidating to 'em, so y'all ain't. I hope y'all learned from that last week not to intimidate nobody. It don't scare nobody. I didn't scare David. I ain't gonna scare nobody else. I'm gonna go ahead.
The rude tongue. That is today's topic. The
Yes, it is.
rude tongue. There will be a highway called the Holy Road. This is Isaiah 35, 8 MSG, the message version. There will be a highway called the Holy Road. No one rude or rebellious is permitted on this road.
Mm,
It's for God's people exclusively.
wow.
Speaking of the highway, wouldn't it be great if there were a special freeway for only nice, considerate people?
Yeah.
The thoroughfares are the theater where road rage is played out every single
Oh, she looking at me,
day.
y'all.
Discourteous drivers yell obscenities to fellow drivers, young and old. What has made us so rude? Is it the overbooked schedules, longer commuting times, demanding bosses, spoiled
Yes.
children, and the
Yes.
stress of daily living?
Yes. All of the
Perhaps,
above.
perhaps our lack of patience can be attributed to the modern conveniences that allow us to do almost everything in mere seconds.
Mm.
Patience, my dear friends. Showing patience is a rare occurrence. Ill-mannered, discourteous communication has become standard practice even among God's children.
Mm.
I was in a meeting recently where a man was attempting to make his point. He droned on in his normally slow and deliberate manner. A woman, frustrated with his pace, anxious about her next meeting, and lacking the grace
Mm.
to hold her thought until he finished, interrupted him.
Mm.
She finished his statement and completely changed the subject. The other members of the group looked uncomfortably at each other, but no one said anything, not even the man. Incidentally, it was a meeting of executives at a Christian organization.
Um, can watch her mouth, huh?
She
I mean,
couldn't,
it can
she wasn't
happen.
patient.
It can. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. It can happen. It can happen anybody, anytime, anywhere. Now, I don't know how true this was, but this guy was telling me one time. He heard it. He knew this guy that he was a supervisor, and the person was behind him on the highway. And the guy was in front of him, just driving his normal little speed. He was in front of him, and the guy, he was in front of the guy with somebody behind him, blowing the horn and trying to, when they get around, they go around and give him the middle finger.
Mm,
And then when they get there, the person they had the interview with was the guy that
mm,
he just
mm,
gave the middle
mm,
finger to.
mm, mm,
Impatience and being rude.
mm.
All up on his bumper, trying to pass him. He wouldn't speed up. And so he got frustrated, impatient. When he got by him, he gave him in some choice words. And then, needless to say, he screwed himself out of a job, a good
Mm,
one, by
mm.
impatience and being rude.
Wow. So y'all know I like transparency, and I only cast my pearls to where I need to cast them to at the time. And what I just wanted to share with you is something recently. I was at work,
Mhm.
and I had a patient, and my patient was trying to show me her values, and I was trying to rush up because I wanted her to get
What's her values? What's that?
her test
Oh,
values.
oh, her measurement. I mean, her, I got
And so I was kind of rushing her along because I wanted her, she's a talker,
you. Hmm.
and I wanted her to start, getting her workout in. And I felt like
Excuse me.
I was rude. And God was dealing with my heart because, some people just need to talk and let it out.
Yeah,
Some
I
people
like to
just
talk too.
they don't. And even if they do, some people are just talkers.
Yeah.
And so I had to be I had to come back around, and God was dealing with my heart. So I went back to her, and come to find out she was a nurse. So I was like a double whammy. I was like, oh, she's in the medical field. So dang, she
I don't know
knows.
everything.
She don't, but just
Just saying you.
not that, but it's just that the fact is sometimes medical to medical, we look out for, you know what I'm saying? We look out for each other. Not that we don't look out for others, but it's just that,
You didn't know.
and I didn't know, but that's what God was showing me. Treat people right, because you don't know who you are entertaining. You may be entertaining angels unaware, just like that young man. That man was saying, like, he passed, he was doing all the most, and then that guy had to be the one that was his interviewer.
Yeah, to
So
give him the job.
so it just
He blew it.
speaks. It speaks rudeness, impatience, because that's what I was projecting, impatience, because my I did I wanted her to start her walking, and also I had other stuff too, to be honest with you, to do. But God dealt with my heart and shifted me back into perspective. And I went back and I started talking to her, and I said, "Oh, I said, I apologize to her. I said, let me make the time for you, basically, in a nutshell."
So let me ask you this, like for real though, like I know you're talking about somebody else, but you know who would do that to the most? The ones we close to, like a
True.
husband and a wife.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? You can be like in a hurry to go do something, which is basically nothing, to go downstairs to get something, and they want to talk about something, and you just be like rude and you get frustrated and just walk off.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just get into a place you be like, dip a husband and wives. I'm sure everybody, if they didn't grown past it in maturity, good for them. But as married couples, we transparent. We still deal with that from time to time, right? And sometimes you just gotta understand, like, wait a minute, they had a day, so now you gotta listen to it. Y'all gotta be like
Active listeners.
to for each other, like, because you know that, like, as we say, you've been in the jungle, they've been in the jungle all day, and they just want to come home to and just listen, or be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person is like, well, dog, I've been in the jungle all day too, I just want them to be quiet. So it's kind of like a balance that you gotta have. So yeah, but
That's
we do it to each other. We do it, not, I'm saying, not us, each other. We have, and sometimes, but